So I am overlining her just a little bit here.
How far up can you overline somebody's lip without making them look just ridiculous?
It completely depends on how much, I don't know the best words to explain
Lip
this.
skin.
So, yeah, how much their lip kind of protrudes off of their skin, if that makes any sense. So if you come look at her, the bottom lip, you're fine. I'm not calling you out or anything. So her bottom lip, there is more distinction from where her skin and her lip kind of begins and ends
I mean, I have
than the
none
top
of that.
one.
I'm so
Okay.
If
jealous.
that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
I look stupid in all lipstick. Do you have a suggestion for putting lipstick on someone like me? Someone like me, I have no lips at all. They're gone. I wasn't
You
born
can
with them.
overline a little bit. What I'm seeing on you is that your lips are a little bit bigger in the center and a little bit smaller on the outside. So what I might do, and this is what I do on myself too, because mine are a little bit thinner towards the outside. Well, mostly just my top lip, but so I overline my top lip on the outer corners, but I don't overline the center at all. That's what I would do.
Oh, okay. That's smart.
Or
I
the
think I
Kylie
saw that
Jenner
actually.
challenge.
No.
Oh Lord, no!
I don't
I
want to look crazy.
Or you can just get a lip plumper.
I can do some lipstick on Monday on myself just to
show
let you
me.
see what I'm
Yeah,
talking
'cause
about.
I look
but-
crazy with lipstick, and I love wearing it.
Yeah, I do not overline like the center of my top lip, but I overline like the outside
Okay.
edges. I hope that makes sense.
I know exactly what you mean. Yes.
Is there a lip liner for every color, or is there like a neutral lip liner that you could use?
Clinique makes one that's like clear.
There's a clear one.
She
and
knows
it,
her stuff.
and it
She
just will
works it
hold
with
your, it'll like hold that line for you. So when you do put your lipstick on, or you can just get like the color of your actual lip and do that. And then you can put like a red lipstick on, but then that still helps hold that line on the outside. Or you can buy Kylie lip kits. All of them come with their own little lip liner in it.
Okay.
I like her.
I don't like overpriced stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
She said,
I like her stuff. It's in the lipstick all the way.
I like the color pop liquid lipstick.
So what color are we gonna give her lips?
Sorry, she cracks me up sometimes.
Should just lick that all.
I'm just doing it neutral.
I'm talking about the, so the whole color.
Yeah, I'm just giving her a neutral lip since we already have a lot going on with her eyes. I don't want to do too much with it and make her look like a little bit crazy, but I am going neutral. This is very close to her lip color. As you can see there, I'm not going anything like super dark or bright just because I don't want it to clash with what we have on her eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in on her bottom lip now. And then what I'm seeing here, I want to overline the bottom one just a little bit in the center of it, just to bring that out a little bit.
Is that
Wow.
I don't want
That's
this
so
to be
pretty.
like any kind of like I'm trying to point out something about the face, but see, right here, like dipped in a little bit. Would that right there kind of make that like come out a little bit? Because I feel like it did. It looks really good. Right
Yeah,
there.
that does bring it out a little bit. Usually with
Mine puts in a
overlining,
lot,
I
so-
don't want to overline the lip to an extreme and like overdo it and just have it look super unnatural. So again, like the same way we talked about overlining uneven lips earlier, unevenness isn't always like one side is way higher than the other or way lower than the other. Sometimes the unevenness might be just you would consider that the sides are a little thin or the middle is a little bit thin, so you can do the same kind of thing there. So I'm going to grab a little bit of lip gloss out on here. Just a little bit. are a little dry today. So this is just one of the disposable lip brushes that I have out here.
I have a question speaking of dry lips.
Yeah.
If we have like a matte lipstick on, and my lips get dry throughout the day, is there something I can put on top of that?
So there's a couple things I would recommend with matte lipsticks. Those are some of my favorites personally to wear just because they last all day. What's up?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's been snowing. Don't
Oh
even.
my goodness. Okay. It's coming down. But two things I do in the morning before I put that on. I always let like a chapstick sit on my lips for a good 10 minutes and like soak in there before I put it on, but I also exfoliate, so I'll use a sugar scrub for that. If you want to make your own sugar scrub at home, it's super easy. You can take some Vaseline or Carmex or anything and add sugar into it, and the sugar can exfoliate the dead skin off of your lips. So it's going to keep it from kind of getting all clumped up on the dead skin. So I would do that for sure. And then sometimes throughout the day it can just get kind of dry and gross looking too. So personally what I do in that situation, I'll take a makeup wipe off like the center of my lips because that's usually where it gets the driest, and reapply it in the center.
Okay.
It's like my biggest issue with any lipstick.
Stuff you just said.
Sugar scrub, my
Vaseline,
best recommendation
sugar.
to you is look up recipes online because you can make them that taste good too.
What was that? I didn't hear that part.
Lip scrubs.
Oh yeah.
Before you put, you know the liquid to matte lipsticks and they make your lips feel all gross throughout the day. But if you use sugar scrub before you put it on, it goes on a lot smoother.
Sugar's hydrating.
So
Versus salt is
typically
drying.
uninterrupted. How long is a service with that look supposed to take?
Probably about 45 minutes. It just sometimes demos take longer because you're kind of blabbing while you're doing, and then people ask questions and you kind of get distracted. But
45 minutes.
I never asked this many questions. It's just I don't know anything.
no, you are completely
Yeah, I've never
fine.
heard you ask so many
Questions
questions,
are
Tyler.
welcome.
Trying to learn my
How much would this be charged if they wanted to come in and get this for the day? How much would you charge them? $60?
Personally,
Ulta makeup starts at $45.
$45 for this look.
Ulta starts at $45.
What's it called?
I mean, if you go to Ulta and you get your makeup done, it starts at $45.
And Ulta is what?
It's a makeup store.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Sephora. Do you want to
She works in Columbus. Columbus.
I need a list.
Sanitation.
part of using something. I'm good on this one.
I've been asking her questions over here.
It's time for my blouse.
Questions are more than
Ulta in
welcome.
Greenwood?
I'm just gonna put that out there. I just don't want a whole bunch of side conversations going on, but questions, as long as it's one person at a time,
Right.
go at it. You're perfectly fine. I will never be mad about questions, ever.
You can FaceTime your boo after this?
No. No, ma'am.
Okay,
You need some
so
curls.
I'm gonna get her hair out of the way before I start this.
We'll do an eyebrow.
I love eyebrows.
How do you know what color to use?
I would base it off their natural hair color, just like up here. If you can't see their natural color, I would go based off of whatever their hair color is, because if they have, like, I'm gonna use you for example. You have super light blonde hair. I wouldn't want to go in and put dark brown eyebrows on you and make you look crazy. So even for platinum blonde people, I would use like a super light brown color, just so you can see their eyebrows. Taupe. That's the word I'm looking for.
Anastasia makes one that's called
Taupe.
blonde, and it's even lighter. It's like a light taupe.
This one is called taupe.
I have both of those. I actually gave my blonde one to Whitney.
But what I was gonna say, with light browns on blonde people, they're buildable. You can start with a light hand on it and build it up, just so that way you don't go too dark with it. So when I'm filling in eyebrows, usually my favorite place to start is in the arch, so I can carve that out in there, and then I basically just blend out the rest of it.
You don't brush them first?
I do brush them
Oh,
first.
okay, sorry.
Mhm.
I got ahead of you.
So I like to get all my hairs laid down
Sorry if they're crunchy.
where I need them. No, you're fine.
Are those your eyebrows? Those are nice.
Thank you. Grow myself. No, I've been growing it out. I've been growing them out for a while. I had somebody really mess my eyebrows up.
Okay, so I'm gonna start in the arch.
And you put that outside the actual brow line.
So I'm following, she has some thinner hairs, I've like just lighter blonder hairs, so I'm following her shape that she naturally has here. I might be doing it a little bit higher in here just to blend everything in together, but if you were to be really close to her, you could see that she does have some super lighter blonde hairs like up in here.
Someone needs a wax. Can't get wax ears.
Why not?
I'm allergic to all the wax.
All of them?
I've tried every one we have.
Even the shiny, pearly looking one?
Yep.
Hard wax?
Yep.
She's sensitive.
Do we do threading here?
We do not.
Oh.
I'm not gonna let ever get my brows threaded.
Ooh, I should see. Who would be interested? Ooh, sorry, your foot's right there. Who would be interested in a threading demo?
Me.
Me.
Because I know someone, and she is the bomb.
Do me.
And I could probably get her.
They won't let you do the demo on you because you're in class.
That is true. She's the bomb, though.
Oh.
I'm gonna hit her up this weekend and see if I can get her in here, but she is amazing.
Is that a
You know who I'm talking about. Beta.
Oh yeah, she's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like threading.
And
So throw up.
she's just great. She's awesome.
Is
So-
that what you use on your eyebrows?
Me?
That's what I would use if you're.
So, no me.
Okay, somebody told me that you're supposed to draw the outline of the whole eyebrow and then go in and fill it in.
People have different ways of doing it, so just because this is the way I'm doing it doesn't necessarily mean there is no other correct way to do it. I'm just showing you guys how I personally fill in eyebrows, but
And your eyebrows be on fleek.
thank you.
And now they're so perfect.
This is exactly how I do it. Some days I like them dark, and some days I like them lighter. Today they're kind of lighter, honestly. I kind of match my natural hair color with them. I have different moods, like when I wake up in the morning and I'm feeling, I don't know.
That's how your eyebrows work out, how they be feeling.
For sure. You can look at my eyebrows and see they're intense, and you're like, oh, she's on one today. That's just, I don't,
I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
I might be a little bit crazy, but that's just me.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You're
You
fine.
can
No,
do
you are
this.
completely fine. Questions are fine.
Okay. On our test next week.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, we're not doing makeup, are we?
No.
I do
Are-
not believe that
are
there
we
is
doing-
makeup on your
Are
practical.
we doing a final makeup test, like at the end? Like, do we have to
Of
do
your
some makeup
schooling?
eventually?
Yeah, when you take your big practical, you have to do makeup.
I will say
You have to
the
do two different
makeup.
looks.
Isn't it a day and a night?
Mhm.
Yes.
The makeup that you'll do on your practical, like once you're getting ready to graduate, is very simple. So don't get super worked up about doing something crazy and out there. It's pretty simple.
But,
Aggravated.
is there gonna be is there, I don't know, that was weird. Is there
You're
gonna be
fine.
a
Keep
certain
going.
technique that we have to use? Or can it just be as long as we do this, this, and this?
You have to do 3 pieces of makeup. One of them has to be lip gloss for your natural makeup.
Mhm.
And then you have to darken
So
the
if you guys
eyeshadow
see
and add
this
eyeliner
here,
and lipstick
I'm
for
just
the
gonna
night
be
look.
using a kind of diagonal line to connect this in here.
Nope.
Which is the same thing I do on mine because my arches are
You have
kind
to
of
do- I
higher
think
than
you
this,
do.
and I'm just kind of lining everything up and getting.
You have to do at least 3 things, and then you have to change at least 3 things, and you have to, like, I know one of them is you have to start with lip gloss and then have lipstick at the end. You'll go through it when you go through grad prep.
So I'm just connecting this front part with the arch.
You're about to graduate.
Thank Jesus.
A little bit
And then
after
when
your
it comes to
birthday.
the front, I don't want to do anything too dark in the front because that's going to look like she's blocked off and it'll look super unnatural and crazy. So I do go in the front and just kind of lightly do it just so that way I'm adding a little bit of pigment on there, but I'm not going super hard with my pencil in the front.
Can I see what the tip of that pen looks like? I'm sorry.
Mhm. This is super skinny.
So,
This one is NYX, by the way. I got it from Target.
I have one that kind of looks like
Mhm.
that. It's actually right here, my first thing. Here it is. Is this next? I don't know. Whatever. See? And it looks like this. Is that the same thing?
Pretty similar.
Okay, so
Yep.
whenever I use this on me, it like, I feel like I can't like actually fill in my eyebrow without like creating lines.
So it might be too dark. That might be
Think
your
so?
problem.
Do you brush it afterwards too? Sometimes it helps.
I try to brush it, but then it just like looks like my skin's falling off.
Maybe you need to exfoliate.
I was about to say, if it looks like your skin's falling off just from brushing your eyebrows, you definitely need to exfoliate.
Bro, my eyebrows are crusty.
Well, like the
Mine
makeup
are
falls
dry.
off. Like,
So do we see the difference between that one and that one?
Oh yeah. that
But
looks so
if they
good.
were both done and she didn't have any other makeup on, it would look like it's her real eyebrow.
Yeah, that does look good.
It does look like a real. It looks natural. Looks good.
The real eyebrow.
Forgot to brush these ones. It's fine though.
My eyebrows are always like. I exfoliate, they're just dry up in there.
Oh, and the other thing, if your eyebrows are flaky in here, when you're putting moisturizer on your face, you can put a little bit extra on the tips of your fingers and kind of massage it in there and make sure it's getting to the skin that's like underneath your eyebrows, if that makes any sense.
I take a mascara wand and like get that lotion there.
I feel like put lotion all over it.
I have such dry eyebrows.
I feel
Megan
like I do
can
too. I feel
Megan
like I
can
have
vouch for me
dandruff
because I
in my
can
eyebrows.
feel the dryness.
They're not like awful,
Though they're dry.
I've gotten dandruff. I
You
get
could
dandruff in my
moisturize a
eyebrows.
little bit.
too.
You could. A little bit. You could. Okay. So I'm just finishing up this tail here.
All my tails are so light. I feel like that's whenever I do. I never feel in my
But
eyebrows.
see,
but
the
when I
fronts
do,
of mine are light and the tails are dark.
mine's the
Weird.
opposite.
But
So whenever I do my eyebrows, I mostly just fill in the tail. But I never do my eyebrows.
so I'm just pulling this into the front very lightly because I don't want her eyebrows to be blocked off in here. Yep.
How do you make like a sharp point over here?
So this is such a skinny tip that it's almost like when you're doing your wing liner, you have one line and you kind of connect it into there.
Match it.
Let me grab a marker
I
really
feel
quick.
so bad I'm asking so many questions.
You are completely fine.
Somebody else probably has the exact same question.
That's also true. I need to move the phone too. So with their eyebrow, when you're trying to make the tail nice and